What's up, Brandon Johnson here, and I got a question. I love this question. The second I saw it, it made me laugh, and I can't really translate to you why it made me laugh, but I'm trying to get hench. You may have seen the videos of him training, like literally right here. Will know why this is funny. The question is, what is better, dumbbell bench press or barbell bench press? Now, I really can't let you in on this joke. But let's just know. But anyway, two people in the world, me and one other, are laughing because this is a funny question. It's not a funny question, it's not a bad question, it's a great question. It's funny for totally separate reasons. I'll answer it as best I can, especially now that I've finally done some barbell bench press, and I'll give you some science and research and stuff. Let's do that. Now, when you use, okay, this is a free weights versus not free weights versus dumbbells, barbells question, yeah? Okay. When you utilize a weight that is free, let me find one. This weight is free, yeah? To hold this up, now you don't realize because millions of years of evolution have made you so good at this, yeah? But your brain's wildly more intelligent than you are, yeah? Even if you think you're not very clever, your brain is. Just to do this, right, requires calculations per second, literally hundreds of thousands of calculations per second for me to not drop this weight that way, this way, that way. All these muscle fibers must constantly be firing to keep this weight here, otherwise it will just drop one way, yeah? So I have to balance it this way through all these axes. Okay, my elbow has to stabilize on my knee, that keeps it upright through this plane here, and any variants of those planes. My wrist has to do the exact same thing through this, and there has to be coordination between the two of them so that they don't have to do all this stuff, right? To keep that steady there is really difficult, yeah? Now, obviously, let's say that is 8 axes worth of calculations. As soon as I pick up another dumbbell, imagine I've got one here, that's 16, yeah? 16 axes. That is a lot of stabilization. All those muscles are just holding this, is building muscle, is building muscle. This is anabolic what I'm doing right here, because what is going to be breaking muscle fibers down here, and my body's going to have to repair them to be able to do this, yeah? Now, obviously, that's good, right? The more you tax your muscles, the better, yeah? So, dumbbells, fantastic. Now with a barbell, right? Because it's connected, you don't have to worry about this axis. This is not going to happen with a barbell. That's not going to happen with a barbell, right? Because they're connected, it's easier for your body to balance it. So there is less recruitment of ancillary side muscle fibers in maintaining the weight up, yeah? Now remember, if you're doing a chest press or any movement, yeah, you're not just pushing that way. You can't, it's no good if your chest is great and you're pushing that way but you have no muscles to keep then, you just feeling it pull down and drops in your face. So you got to keep all that going, yeah, so that it stays level, right? All that going, well, yeah. So, in that respect, dumbbells are better than barbells, and obviously if you compare that then to a machine where you literally pull the levers down, and it's here, and you just hold on to it, and it requires nothing. Your hands are just resting on this, and then you just push. All that requires is the chest muscle that pushes that way, yeah? It doesn't require any of the other side muscles all around your shoulder and thing and your arms to keep that weight stable. It just requires that chest muscle there. Now, that is why we always say free weights are better than machines, yeah? Because they require those muscle fibers. But then it's not that simple. This is where it becomes more complicated, because it's easy to say dumbbells are better than barbells because they require this many fibers. Barbells are better than free weights, machines, because they require more fibers than that. So it's a sliding scale. Dumbbells at the top, barbells under that, free weights way under that. But it's not that simple, right? Because when you do an exercise, say chest press, you're really doing it for your chest, a little bit of your triceps, but really you're trying to build your chest, right? Now, the more of the attention that you give in your body to keeping this weight here, it will detract from the efficiency of your lift. When you pick up a barbell or a dumbbell or go onto a free weight or a machine to try and do a chest press, you're not thinking to yourself, man, I really hope my forearm muscles get worked here because I'll be holding this weight. You're doing it to try and get, after you do a chest press, you look in the mirror, you look at your chest, you don't go in the mirror and go, You're doing it for your chest. You're trying to break down and rebuild chest muscle fibers. So the more attention you're giving to keeping the weight stable, it detracts from the focus and pure drive you can put into pushing the weight forward, which is why you'll be able to chest press much more on a Smith machine, much more on a chest press machine than you will be able to barbell, and you should be able to barbell more than you can dumbbell bench press, right? Now, the magic comes from the balance between these two elements. You want to be at a point where you're using some of these muscle fibers, these ancillary muscle fibers, to keep the weight stable, but you don't want it to detract from your lift. And I believe we're bringing this question back to the original post. What is better, barbell or dumbbell bench press? After doing them both and research and looking up things, I would say the barbell bench press is the superior exercise for chest development. Now, in any routine you're going to have some dumbbell work, you're going to have some barbell work, probably going to have some machine work if you do have it available to you. But if you were to say you can only do one single movement for your chest, what would it be? I would say the flat barbell bench press. You still have to support the weight, it still requires you to do that, keep it in the right place, but once you get it into place, there is less concern with, I mean, for anyone, I don't know how much you train. The other day I did 42 kilo dumbbells bench press. Getting that into position was a pain, holding it there was a pain, like my wrists were like, ouch, it was all this stuff detracted from the straight drive that I just wanted to give to put the effort on my chest. With barbells, you get a little bit of that, so it keeps those muscles firing, but it doesn't detract so much from the straight drive of the lift and the focus that I want to give to my chest, which is the entire point of the lift, right? You're doing a chest press for your chest, right? I would say that it goes too far with the machines, because once you're just pushing in one direction along one plane with no give on any side, any direction at all, it doesn't recruit all of the available chest muscles even. It doesn't even do its job. Once you're only going this way on one plane, there's going to be muscles around the side that aren't getting involved, which I would say in a bench press, they completely keeping it like that, all these muscle fibers are getting involved. But I would say with a dumbbell, whilst it is recruiting more muscle fibers, it's giving less focus and attention to the one that you were doing it to do, you were doing it to, enact and recruit. The chest fibers, I would say stick to the barbell bench press. And there's my answer. I'm not on the fence, because I don't sit on fences around here, because that would hurt. Other than that, bradleyjohnson@gmail.com if you like my videos or anything, or want to tell me anything or ask any question. I always reply eventually. Other than that, like the video, like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and of course subscribe.